Hey there guys, what is going on? It's Tico here bringing you guys a video of Dust 514, and I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about this video and show you guys the Commando Dropsuit. And the Commando Dropsuit is actually a new one that actually was entered into this game actually a couple of weeks ago, and a friend actually introduced me to it. I have been away from Dust 514 for a couple of weeks, trying to rack up some passive skill points where I could actually upgrade some of my skills, and when I came back, my friend told me about this new Dropsuit that they added. And this is the Commando Dropsuit. As you guys can see right now, it is pretty much like a heavy dropsuit. It's a type of heavy dropsuit, but it actually lets you use one's equipment slot. So let's actually go ahead and take a look at my fitting, my dropsuit fitting, and see exactly what is available for this class. I have two of them right now. I have it all the way upgraded to the advanced class. So I have both the advanced and I also have the basic one. So let's go ahead and first take a look at the basic one. So let's go ahead and make a class for it. And it should be right here, the Commando A1. So the Commando A1 is the very first of the Commando classes, and it gives you 2 slots for your light weapons. And this actually makes for some very interesting combinations. If I actually thought about, for example, you can actually make a combination of where you can use like a tactical assault rifle. Let's put, for example, the Duval tactical assault rifle. So we can use this for long ranges to be able to snipe enemies from far away and be able to use kill enemies from like mid to long distance. And then whenever the enemies come up close, we can actually switch to a different tactic. And for example, we can use a HK4M shotgun, which is actually an advanced class shotgun. So it gives us some flexibility here and there because we can actually equip 2 different classes of light weapons. And while you might think that is not a big deal since the regular heavy class, since we can actually look at the heavy class, and we can actually see that the heavy class actually lets us use a light weapon and a side weapon. So, I mean, you can still use 2 weapons with the heavy class. You're not forced to use a heavy weapon only or a heavy weapon and a side. We can actually, in the heavy class and heavy slot, you can actually equip a light weapon. So, whenever we actually look at the skill list, we can actually look at the skill tree. We go to where the weaponry class is at. We go to light weapon operation. We can actually see there are a big number of light weapons available. There are assault rifles, laser rifles, mass drivers, plasma cannons, scrambler rifles, shotguns, sniper rifles, and swarm launchers. So we got swarm launchers, pretty much like rocket launchers. The plasma cannons are kind of like rocket launchers as well. Scrambler rifles, and I would probably say this is more like a swarm launcher, but probably like a mix of a grenade launcher and rocket launcher at the same time. We got sniper rifles with shotguns. We got the mass drivers, also kind of like a mix with the grenade launcher. The laser rifle is actually pretty cool. So we can use any combination of these 2 at the same time. The good thing I like about this is that, for example, before, if you wanted to, for example, use like a plasma cannon or like a swarm launcher to be able to take down vehicles, you would have to use that as your main light weapon and then use a sidearm, use like a submachine gun or use like a pistol. But now you can actually use, for example, you can use a shotgun, plus you can use a swarm launcher or a plasma cannon. So you can use your main primary weapon that you really want to use, your main light weapon, plus another light weapon that's actually able to take down vehicles with actually some effectiveness, which you couldn't do before. So it actually does give us that flexibility. So let's go back into the Commando A1 series, which is the basic class. And the first thing you will notice about this class is that, as opposed to the other, to the Amar, which is the first of the, this is the advanced class for the heavy weapon for the heavy class. You actually will notice that the shield and armor is 405. But if we look at the Commando, which also is a heavy class, it only comes with 250 and 250. So it's definitely not as powerful when it comes to the shield and armor department. But the one thing you will notice is that it does give us access to 1 slot for infantry equipment. So with this 1 slot, we can actually support our teams with 9 injectors or repair tools. Whereas opposed to the heavy weapon one, the regular heavy class Dropsuit, it doesn't have any equipment slots. But the one thing you will also notice that's the big difference between the 2. This one doesn't have anything to support your team, but it does have slots when it comes to equipping your high-powered and low-powered modules. Whereas the regular Commando A1 series does not. So the basic one has no way to improve that 250 shield and 250 armor. So what do? We gotta upgrade it all the way to the upgraded advanced version. And the advanced version actually gives us 1 slot for high powered and 1 slot for the low powered modules. And we still got the 1 slot for the infantry equipment. So it gives us a little bit more room to breathe, and it gives us that flexibility where you can use 2 weapons at the same time. So you guys can see I got 2 advanced class light weapons right here. I got my tactical and I got my HK4M shotgun, but both of them are advanced class weapons for the light class. I got my 9.9 injector. I got my enhanced reactive plates. Since heavy class prototype drop suits, sorry about that. Heavy class drop suits don't got a way to actually regain their shield, so this actually gives us that ability. So it also we got a high powered module. Now, if we actually go ahead and go to the marketplace and we look exactly at what the prototype drop suit is for the Commando class, let's go back here to the heavy Commando. We can actually see that it does upgrade the max CPU to 224 and the max PG to 44, which with my current skill set for upgrading my PG and electronic engineering, it should upgrade it to about 50 and about 250. So when we look at the fitting, it actually gives us an extra slot for the high-powered module. So I was actually kind of like a little bit sad about this, because I thought with the prototype it would give you 2 slots for the low-power module and 2 slots for the high-powered module as well, so like the regular advanced class for the heavy armor, for the heavy drop suit, but it does not. But I mean, it's still a nice improvement. You can equip 2 complex shield extenders plus a prototype reactive armor. So now the thing I want to point out though is the fact that whenever you go to the skill class, and we actually go to the skill class, we go to the drop suit command where you can actually see the classes. It actually shows us what the heavy normal is at. Whenever we go to Commando, we can actually see exactly what it does whenever you upgrade each level. So the Commando Dropsuit bonus is a 5% reduction of reload speed for light arms and side weapons, and it also gives us a plus 2% shield and armor bonus for our modules. So it gives us a little bit right there. So when you upgrade it all the way to level 5, so it's a prototype class, you're going to get a 25% reduction in the reload speed, and you're going to get a 10% increase on your effectiveness for your shield and armor. So it's pretty good whenever it comes to that. So what are we going to do now? We're going to go ahead and join a battle real quick, so you guys actually can see what it looks like whenever we can actually see it in battle. So let's go ahead and sit here for a second and wait. Alright, so we are in the deck, and as you guys can see, I like my red and yellow color, crimson colors right on, and we got a guy that actually right there actually had the same armor as I did, the same drop suit. So let's go ahead and see exactly what it looks like whenever we actually go into battle. So Commando A1 series, auto deploy. We're deploying into the battle, and this is not going to be long. We're just going to show you exactly what it looks like whenever you have the weapons on and everything. So whenever we start off, as you guys can see, I got my main weapon, and my main weapon is the first one you start with is a shotgun. You guys can see we're here. You guys can see that my arm is actually red. Whenever we switch over here to the tactical, you can see how everything works. You can see the speed, how long it takes. My armor right now is 364, and my shield is 364. My armor is 291. If you get this like a prototype level, I calculated you're easily going to be able to get over. You're easily going to be able to get over 450 shield and over 300, and I would say 320 armor, which I would say is not a bad thing. Let's see if I can kill this person here real quick. Oh, there we go. Oh, you're dead. Oh, somebody's hitting me. And yes, the worst thing about this gun, about this armor, is this still being a heavy class. It has a very low speed whenever it comes to running, so it's really hard running away from things that happen to you. But I guess, I mean, we can live with that. I mean, it's not supposed to be like a super overpowered one. It's just a new class, so we can actually have some flexibility with the light weapons. Alright, let's go ahead and click here real quick so we can revive this guy. Get up. There you go. Alright, let's switch to the tactical so you can see somebody from far away. Get out of the way. Oh, somebody's shooting at me. There you go. And like all heavy armors, all heavy drop suit, it is lacking whenever it comes to the armor repair department. That's why I got the reactive plates on it for the armor, because they actually have some shield, some armor regen on them. Oh, alrighty. But anyways, I guess that is pretty much all I wanted to show about this drop suit, and I guess I was kind of helpful whenever it comes to actually showing you guys exactly what it looks like and what it can possibly do, what it can possibly accomplish, the potential for it. And yeah, go ahead and give it a try, guys. I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it was first going to be when I first got it, because I thought not having barely any module slots was going to be terrible. But I mean, the flexibility of being able to use two separate light weapons at the same time is pretty cool. And you know, just being able to be flexible whenever it comes to facing vehicles and such, or being able to switch from using a sniper rifle to using a shotgun whenever somebody comes within your close quarters vicinity. But yeah, catch you guys later.